the Carolina Panthers.
You're stealing my team that I've been hyping up for years
beat
now.
the Dallas Cowboys 30-27. For basically this entire game, my only note was Cowboys defense is making Brycey look nicey. I don't know what I was on during this game, but I was down here feeling good watching him. We both know Rico Dowdle is the GOAT now, officially.
Running back in football.
We have Barry Sanders reincarnated in Rico Dowdle, and we have Randy Moss reincarnated in Kendrick Bourne. So far to start the year. He's also the first former Cowboy to ever rush for 100+ yards against the Cowboys, which is interesting. That's never happened considering the Cowboys are one of the league's oldest teams. But yeah, the Panthers are my second favorite team in the league because not in the NFL. I've been bad in gambling, but I've been just so bad in college football, and I've needed some teams to just dig me out of the mud and give me wins this year. The Panthers do that week in and week out. They either cover or they win. I don't know what their record against the spread is, but I'd assume it's probably like 5-1 or 4-2. So I'm in love with the Panthers.
3-2-0, I think, which that'd make them
3-2-0. That's it. They played 6 games, so they have to at least be 4-2-0.
That's a big one though. 4-2-0.
4-2-0. Okay, so that's good.
That's very good.
You'll take that all day.
Can you guess what the best team against the spread is technically?
I'll
give you a hint. They haven't played yet.
Lions?
Yeah, they're 4-1 currently.
Only the Packers game. Lions are also. I don't know if that's like even really noteworthy though, because they are under Dan Campbell. They've just been dominant against the spread.
Yeah.
I don't say they cover every game, but they usually cover every game they're favorites. Which they're not tonight against the Chiefs, so that'll be interesting. But the Panthers, Bryce Young, when he plays against a defense that isn't insane, he looks really, really good. He's mobile, he's confident. Tet McMillan's a star. Xavier Legette had a weird lateral situation today that could have lost them the game, but did you see that?
I just know Legette has been brutal.
He had a catch. He was getting tackled. He lateraled it to Rico Dowdle, who got it, ran backwards, and fumbled it, and then Legette came back in and recovered the fumble. So he bailed himself out.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
Yeah, he hasn't been great, but Tet's been so good that it doesn't even matter. And then they have Barry Sanders. So
yeah, Tet had a quiet game here in terms of catches. Only has 3 catches, but 2 of them were touchdowns. His first touchdown, and he doubled up. So big for him there. He does have 14 of the points. Rico Dowdle, dominant. For the Cowboys, it was kind of shades of last season where the defense sucks, the run game sucks, and Dak Prescott plays well. So Prescott, 261, 3 touchdowns, no picks. George Pickens has a monster game with 168 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Flournoy was kind of quiet in this game, and Ferguson, your favorite tight end in football, has another touchdown. So
he's just a touchdown merchant. And I believe with the Jets only giving up 13 points today, and the Cowboys giving up 30, I believe the Cowboys are now the statistically worst defense in the NFL this year.
Probably, but they would get better by stopping the run.
They have given up like 70 points to the Giants and the Panthers, too, which is, 2 teams that are good right now. But going into the year, if you would have said the Cowboys would give up 70 to those 2 teams, or honestly more, I think it's 80 because they give up 50 to the Giants and 30 to the Panthers. That's bad.
Not good.
Cowboys got the Commanders next week in Dallas. I am going to take the Cowboys in that game.
I think it just depends what I see from the Commanders, but
against the Bears,
I guess I'll lean Cowboys because Dak's playing phenomenal.
He's playing really good. The defense has just been so bad, and we can't.
And he's gonna get hate for it for some reason, but
we can't guarantee. Well, he's the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. That's the reason. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I can't roll the dice on Jayden Daniels making it out of the Bears game healthy. He's too injury prone.
I wouldn't say he's too injury prone. He hasn't missed.
He's missed like 6 games in the first 2 years, right?
Oh, I guess that's more than I thought. I feel like it's only like 3 or 4.
Even then, even if it is 4, which I think it's at least 4, he's only been able to play like 20, right? That's like 20% of the games he's missed.
Yeah.
So that's a decent clip.
I think he'll be healthy.
Yeah, I hope he is.
I'm
Obviously,
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. You picked the Cowboys against Commanders or Commanders?
I picked the Cowboys.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go Commanders. Why not?
All right, and then Panthers-Jets. We both picked the Panthers. Take us to Seahawks-Jaguars.
Yeah, Seahawks-Jags. Seahawks continue to look very good. Their defense gets better and better. I think Mike McDonald's a fantastic coach.
Yep.
And Sam Darnold on offense continues to kind of surprise me. I thought maybe it was a KOC offense that was making him play so good, but it might just be that KOC can fix these quarterbacks because Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold have. Do you still have the MVP standings pulled up?
Yes.
What is Sam Darnold on there?
He is plus 4,000. He's number probably like T12 or something like that.
It's a little lower than I would kind of expect. He's been playing.
Or great. No, it's for ninth place. It's a 3-way tie between Lamar, Jayden Daniels, and Daniel Jones, and then right after that group, it's Dan Darnold. So technically, he's probably like 12, I think.
That's decent. He's passed the ball well. He's got a favorite receiver in Jackson Smith-Njigba. 8 catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown. He's an absolute monster. He's right behind Puka Nacua, I'd say, for the best receiver in football this season. Maybe Ibuka third, but I think those are the top 3 leaders in receiving yards. Cooper Kupp has a touchdown in this game. They didn't have a run game, the Seahawks, so that's good for the Jags defense. The Jags offense, they couldn't score, but Trevor Lawrence played well. Another game where there was really no running game. The Jags couldn't run the ball, but Trevor Lawrence has 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Solid there. Brian Thomas Jr. finally has a good game. Did still have, I think, a bad drop, but 8 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown for him. That's better than what we've seen and something that he's really needed. Disappointing loss for the Jags, though. Just didn't really play well. The Seahawks looked like the better team, and they got it done.
Yeah, and got to mention Josh Hines-Allen. Josh Allen's son was an honorary captain today. He was diagnosed with leukemia in 2024. He's in remission now, so that was a cool story to see before the game. But I'm with you. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, he played a lot better in this game, or he played good in this game given the situation that he was in. He had the most pressures on a quarterback all year in a game today. I don't know how much he finished with, but he hit 17 in the middle of the game. The record before was 16. Justin Fields before that. I don't know if that was today or a couple weeks ago, but he's had a few of those games. But yeah, this was I want to give credit to him for being able to battle through that and still put up a decent performance, and credit to Seahawks defense, who's also in that top 5. I just, off the top of my head, if I had to just pick who I think the Mount Rushmore of defense is in the NFL through 6 weeks, in no order, I'd say Broncos, Seahawks, Giants, Texans.
Yeah, I would put all those teams right there.
That'd probably be my 4. Yeah, so, I mean, and honestly, Jaguars are close in there, too. They didn't play as well today, especially in the secondary, but they've been really good to start the year. JSN for the Seahawks, absolute monster. Like you said, he had 100-something yards today. Got
68?
Had a
62.
162. Got in the end zone, had a 65-yard touchdown.
He's just so good.
He's a stud. He's the Justin Jefferson to Sam Darnold like he had last year.
Yeah.
If you got him in fantasy, don't trade him.
And I think if you're a Vikings fan, when you look, do they play the Vikings next week? Is that the team they play next week? Or?
Vikings plays the.
But who do the Seahawks play?
The Seahawks have the Texans.
Oh, because I just saw a video of a Vikings fan posting when they played the Seahawks last year, talking about how remember what we did to you last year, and the Seahawks fan commented, "Bro, the dude who threw the ball's on our team now."
yeah. Fair enough. That's a good point. That's a good point. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
The Seahawks. Those 4 teams I mentioned: Seahawks, Texans, Giants, Broncos, all play each other next week, so that should be fun.
Yeah, fair enough. Sam Darnold, great. Jags fall 1 game behind the Colts, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Because the Jags are going through their hard part of the schedule and playing well.
Yes.
Colts are going through a little bit of their easier part, and they're playing great. But
we mentioned Seahawks-Texans Monday Night Football in Seattle. It's the second Monday Night Football game because we are going to have our 4th double header on Monday night through 7 weeks of the season, which is most ever out of season.
I've never met someone that likes a doubleheader yet. I'd
never
like to meet someone that likes it.
Will, because the only good part of the doubleheader is when they space it out and do 6 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're watching football till 12 Central Time, 1 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Yeah.
Can't have a game start at 10 Eastern. Can't do it.
Absolutely not.
Not on a Monday. I'm taking the Seahawks in that game.
I am as well.
And then Jaguars-Rams in Jacksonville. That should be a very, very fun game. I'm going to take Jacksonville.
I need the Rams to pull through, so Rams.
All right. Well, speaking of the devil, Rams-Ravens. Rams win this game 17-3. Last game of the mid-afternoon or the early slate today. Cooper Rush and this Ravens offense were just so bad to start the game. The Ravens couldn't stop fumbling. I think they had 3 fumbles in this game. Justice Hill, Zay Flowers, I think, were the 3. I know he had 2 in the second half on basically back-to-back drives. But yeah, the Rams they kept playing with their food in this game. They absolutely could have won this game by a million. They had a couple bad turnovers. Matt Stafford had a pretty unlucky pick. I think one got batted down at the line as well. And then they took Cooper Rush out, and we got to see Tyler Huntley back with the Baltimore Ravens. It didn't help, but he did have a really sick run on 4th and 18 or whatever, so that was cool for the Ravens. A little bit of used to have a guy that
that
does that.
The only bright spot for the Ravens was the fact that their defense didn't give up 9 million points, and Derrick Henry played good, I guess. So
that, and they're on bye next week, which is huge.
Get a bye, and I think they come back and play the Bears from the bye. So
yeah,
Derrick Henry had a solid game. Your defense doesn't give up 10,000 points. Gotta consider that a win.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's pretty much all I have. Kyren Williams gets a touchdown. Matt Stafford doesn't have to do too much. Wins the game. Matt Stafford did have a really weird fumble. I don't know if you saw that fumble where you just
early.
I don't know why he didn't step back a little bit in the pocket. He kind of just stayed in his stance.
He has those from time to time. Yeah, he has those from time to time.
As we see the JSN.
Yep. Where it just looks awkward. But yeah, Rams had to win this game. They won it. Didn't look pretty, but I'll just keep saying the cliche. It's you take wins in this league.
Mm-hmm. The NFC West, you need to just keep winning in that division, and they do. So 3 teams at 4-2 now, and the Cardinals lagging behind.
Yep. As we expected. The Ravens are on bye next week, as we said. Couldn't come at a better time for them. Actually, I guess this week would have been a better time. But and the Rams we just spoke about in Jacksonville take us to the Raiders 20, Titans 3. Actually, I don't know if that was the final score. 20-10.
Yes, Raiders 20, Titans 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Cam Ward. I mean, this is 2 teams that have been struggling this year, to say the least. Haven't done great on either side of the ball. Cam Ward was okay. Throws for a touchdown and a pick. You look at Geno Smith, throws another interception. So he brings his season total now to 6 touchdowns and 9 interceptions for Geno Smith. Not great.
No, it's he was 6'9" before.
Oh, so now he's 7'10".
Yep.
So it just hasn't updated.
Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Come on, ESPN.
Yeah,
get on that shit.
It's crazy. Trey Tucker gets 70 yards in this game. They're still missing Brock Bowers. They need him back desperately. Their offense is not the same without him, but they get a win. I don't have much to say about this game because it's 2 teams that are pretty irrelevant. It's basically, you almost want to lose in this game to get a better draft pick.
Honestly. And at least Genty continues to look good for the Raiders.
Yep.
So that's a positive to take from it. Cam Ward had a really weird fumble similar to the Stafford one at like his own 4-yard line or something, which is never ideal. And like we said, he lost Calvin Ridley, so it's just like Io Manor and him and Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears
and Van Jefferson.
Yeah, and Van Jefferson, which just set up bad. Titans are going to be in the top 3 again, most likely.
They are, but luckily the Raiders, at least if they're going to give a team a better pick, it'll be a team that's not going to take a quarterback. So
right, yep, that's a good way of looking at it. That's it. That's
I thought you had a point. You were going on there.
No, I do not at all. Pats Titans we talked about. Raiders go into Arrowhead to play the Chiefs. They'll probably compete. I'm gonna take KC, but they'll probably compete.
Yeah, I'm gonna take KC. That's not really
They usually fight in that game.
They fight, yeah, but they won it last year. No?
Yeah, they usually are in.
They had Jack Jones had the interception, or was that 2 years ago? That was a Black Friday game.
Yep.
I think that was last year.
I think it was last year.
That was last year because we were watching that.
I don't know.
I think we were watching that while Black Friday shopping.
Maybe. That might check out. Packers 27, Bengals 18. Because we already spoke about the other 2 matchups here. Yeah, the Packers, they didn't do what they did last time they played Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
I think
they got the win.
Yeah, Joe Flacco had the opportunity to be the first quarterback ever to beat the same team twice in a season from different teams, which would have been legendary.
But he couldn't.
No, the Bengals were better with him than Browning, though.
That's maybe the only bright spot.
And their defense played okay, even though they still gave up 27 points.
I think that's what we said right before. Like, their defense played okay. Yeah. But they still gave up 27.
Yeah, so not ideal.
Yeah, that's not what you want. They played okay, but it's never what you want to hear.
yeah. You never want the but at the end there. But the Packers, they find a way to get it done against the team they should beat. This would have been obviously horrid for them if they lost against this Bengals team, especially because they lost to the Browns earlier in the year. But they were coming off a bye. They're not going to lose off a bye. They have we were looking at the MVP odds. Micah Parsons is the highest defensive player in those odds. So
really, I wasn't aware of that. Yes. I mean, what has he done? We have Micah Parsons stats.
I don't have them off the top of my head. He is the first defensive player. Would you like to guess the next couple?
I couldn't even. I mean, TJ Watt or Myles Garrett. I think Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett is next.
I guess he has 2 sacks.
TJ Watt is the 4th defensive player.
I mean, Micah Parsons, I think, has 4 tackles on the season so far.
Really?
So
Hendrickson's 5. Aiden Hutchinson's 2nd.
It's not. I don't know. Well, it's ESPN. They might not have it updated. But
yeah, they probably don't have it updated.
I know another guy who only had like 4 tackles is a guy who's about to play on Sunday Night Football. Yeah, Chris Jones.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Aiden Hutchinson. I was like, he has 5 sacks though, so he definitely doesn't have 4 tackles.
No, I was talking about Chris Jones.
Yeah, but also we can't be box score watching for a DT though.
We can't, but Chris Jones, you can watch the field.
I agree.
Was that when did they play? Or did we talk about that?
They played Monday night. We didn't talk about it. They played Monday night against the Jags.
Yes. Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Last play of the game, Trevor Lawrence. Trips. Not the last play of the game, but Trevor Lawrence trips in the backfield. Gets the touchdown after scrambling a little bit. Chris Jones just stands there, does nothing. Yeah. And then said it was a teaching point. He's what, 32?
Yeah,
a little old for teaching points.
Yeah, a little bit old for that. Makes too much money for teaching points.
Yes, way too much money.
How many times this year do you think we've
learning lessons
during a Bengals segment we've switched to talking about a team that didn't even play in the game? Yeah. I mean, that's just where we're at with the Bengals. Like I said earlier, Joe Burrow's not coming back till December. He's probably not going to play more than 3 or 4 games this year. I highly, highly, highly doubt that they will make the playoffs. Highly doubt it.
Yeah, I do too. I just got a notification saying Evan McPherson was robbed of NFL history. I kind of want to find out what that was.
They're 2-3, by the way, now. So
he must have missed it. Who?
The Bengals.
No, they're 2-4 now.
Oh, it's an update. 2-4 now.
They're 2-4 now. It's not looking good. I mean, after they finally have a good start to the season, going 2-0 with Joe Burrow, and then they lose him. It really sucks to see. At least Jamar Chase for them has a big game. 10 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. His first game with Flacco. And for the Packers, Josh Jacobs continues to have a great season. 2 touchdowns, 93 yards on the ground, 5 catches, 57 yards for him. Golden has a breakout game, and they're winning these games with their top receivers out. So that's a big thing. But this was a game, like you said, they had to win.
Yeah, no, they absolutely had to win it. And yeah, we're gonna get to our knockout here, but the Bengals are contenders.
They have to be,
in my opinion. All right, take us out here, Mike, with the final game of the day: Buccaneers 30, San Francisco 49ers 19.
Yeah, probably maybe the biggest game of the day overall, maybe for conference implications, but definitely the only game in the 3 o'clock window that really mattered, in my opinion. Because
unless the Packers managed to lose.
But. Yes, but they were going to win that game. Mac Jones wasn't great in this game. Throws 2 picks, doesn't get a touchdown. Did throw for a lot of yards, and threw him to Kendrick Bourne, 142 yards for him on only 5 catches. Dominant for him. Demarcus Robinson, Marquez Valdes-Scantling also make appearances. The wild trio they have there of former Chiefs receivers. CMC was solid. Finally got his first rushing touchdown of the season in Week 6. He has multiple receiving touchdowns, but finally gets 1 rushing. Baker Mayfield, though, for the Buccaneers, he was fantastic today. Like he's been all season. That's why he's top in the MVP race. He's been great. 256 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. They lost Ibuka. They were missing Mike Evans. They were missing Bucky Irving. They're missing Chris Godwin. All of their top weapons are out. He throws a bomb to Tez Johnson, who made a great catch and then had a fantastic celebration.
Yeah, I love the backflip.
Fantastic catch by Tez Johnson.
Yep.
Every time you watch Baker, he just has that dog in him. Had a big scramble on like a 3rd and 14 where he picks up a first down. He's just a football guy that you love to watch succeed, in my opinion.
I completely agree. I mean, that play that you were talking about, the first down, he had I believe, like 3% chance of getting that first down.
Probably.
And
maybe less,
I think it was. I saw the stat before we started. And yeah, it was just absolutely insane. Also, by the way, we didn't mention Packers at Cardinals. Or no, we talked about that already. Packers we picked. And then Bengals Steelers we picked as well. With Wirfs coming back, the biggest thing wasn't just him being in the lineup and being able to block for them. It's also Graham Barton, who has been filling in for Wirfs, who's obviously he's a center. He's been playing tackle for him. He's allowed a 12.2% pressure rate on Baker Mayfield at tackle. At center, he's at 2.5. So being able to move him, your second-year player from Duke, back to his original position where he's elite compared to filling in for your star left tackle is huge for them and made a big difference in this game.
Very huge. And I looked it up, and I was just curious to see how people feel about Baker. They're saying he should be the favorite for MVP right now, which I don't disagree with.
I mean, Josh Allen, I agree. I think those are the two. And everybody
sitting at 5-1.
And everybody in this offense is so hurt too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Have to take into account.
You're missing all of your top weapons. They said first it was just Dave Canales.
Yep.
Then it was, it's just Liam Cohen. Oh, it's just Mike Evans. Oh, it's just Chris Godwin. Oh, it's just this offense is too talented. His offensive line was banged up at the start of the year. 1 games. Lost his weapons, 1 games. Missing everybody, still wins against a 4-1 team.
Yep, and we were saying it earlier. We're in a second chance quarterback era right now. We have Mac Jones, who he's filling in for Brock Purdy. He's been solid for the Niners. Obviously, Baker Mayfield is an MVP candidate. for the Buccaneers. Sam Darnold's been great for the Seahawks. Who else do we got?
Daniel Jones has been fantastic
Daniel
for the Colts.
Jones has been amazing for the Colts. That's probably about it for second.
Jacoby Brissett was solid today, but that's not a second chance. That's like a
Jacoby
92nd.
was decent. But yeah, I mean,
Geno Smith is a past one.
Yeah, but he's still second.
Now,
I guess third chance maybe. Yeah, third chance hasn't been as great. But yeah, huge win for the Bucs. I had them as one of my dark horse Super Bowl contenders going into the year. They're not a dark horse anymore.
Yeah, I mean that was one take that we couldn't have been more right on so far.
100%. Buccaneers next week, the 49ers. They're at home against the Falcons on Sunday Night Football. Without Fred Warner, without Nick Bosa, they'll probably have Kittle and Pierce all back.
I'm gonna have them bounce back. I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
So am I. And then Bucs go into Detroit in the first Monday night game. I'm gonna take the Lions. That's always a good game, though.
That's always a good game. What are they, 1-1 in their last two?
Yep. Hopefully DJ Reed and or Terrion Arnold, or DJ Reed won't be back, but Terrion Arnold maybe.
I would like to see what I see tonight. I think the Lions win. I mean, that would be a 5-1 versus a 5-1, man. That's electric.
Even if it's 4-2, 5-1, it's still fun.
But if it's 4-2 versus 5-1, I'm taking the Lions to win. If it's 5-1 and 5-1,
taking the Bucs.
I'm gonna take the Lions, but I'm taking the Bucs. They're so big. I'm going Lions. Lions. Bucs. So many injuries.
All right, Lions a lot too.
Well, the injuries are gonna clash because no cornerbacks versus no receivers.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.